Welcome to Data Cloud and AI Summit. My name is Jun Yang. I lead our AI team here at Google Cloud. We're at the start of a new era of AI innovation. Consumer-grade generative AI has captured the attentions of millions with intelligent chatbot and lifelike digital avatars. At the heart of this wave of AI innovation, it is about foundation models. So, what is a foundation model? I asked our PaLM model for definition. Here is how it responded. Foundation models are large AI models that can be adapted to a wide range of tasks after being trained on a massive amount of unlabeled data. Pretty good. Couldn't have said it better myself. While AI models are not new, these foundation models have several important characteristics that represent a step function change from the previous generation of AI models. Foundation models are multitask rather than single task. One foundation model can perform a wide range of tasks out of the box, such as summarization, Q&A, classification. Foundation models are generative in nature and capable of generating high-quality text, images, speech, code, and much more. And with zero and minimal training required, foundation model works well out of the box and can be adapted for targeted use cases with very little example data. Foundation models have been years in the making, and Google has been at the very forefront of it. Let me share with you a few key moments, starting with infrastructure. As general-purpose compute began to reach the very limits of physics, deep learning requirements led Google to create the TPU. This specialized hardware has since been made available to Google Cloud customers and allowed teams to innovate with large models. In 2017, Google introduced transformer technology. This spurred the beginning of foundation models and the generative AI innovation. In 2018, BERT, a groundbreaking large language model, was introduced to the world. Later, DeepMind evolved the notion about reinforcement learning, the ability for models to learn from human feedback, which further accelerated the generative AI innovation. These are foundation model breakthroughs that reinforce the rapid democratization of AI and the creation of new category of generative AI application, or what we call Gen Apps. With Gen Apps, organizations can pursue a whole set of new application and customer experiences. Just as a shift from web application to mobile application made it possible for more people to access information and services from anywhere in the world, anytime. Gen Apps is poised to enhance the way humans interact with technology. While foundation models are powerful and capable, to build enterprise-grade Gen Apps, enterprises need more than just foundation models. At Google Cloud, we're combining the power of foundation model with enterprise search and conversation AI to enable enterprises to be in the driver's seat to define how they want generative AI to surface in their application. For example, every enterprise has a large internal repository of data and will want to generate specific responses from it, rather than just from the general information from the model. Enterprise search complements foundation model to provide up-to-date and targeted information from the internal data alongside with public data. Conversation AI enables enterprises to steer interaction down productive path, not just about information, but also about transaction, to determine when a response should be retrieved from your backend database, like how much is my bill this month, or when a transaction such as pay now should occur. We will talk through a few use cases in just a little bit. To bring generative AI to enterprises, we introduced two platforms recently. First, Gen App Builder is a brand new offering that brings together foundation model with the power of search and conversation AI to enable enterprises to develop new generative AI apps. And Vertex AI is our end-to-end unified ML development and deployment platform, now with its biggest update yet with generative AI support. A range of foundation models are made available to developers and data scientists. Developers benefit from easy API access, and data scientists have a full suite of tuning options for customizing these foundation models. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the generative AI use cases in enterprise. Let me introduce Lisa O'Malley, one of our leaders in product management, who will take us through some amazing demos. Lisa, welcome.
Hi, June. Great to be here.
Yeah. Lisa, what have you been hearing from our customers about their ideas for generative AI?
You know, June, our customers have so many interesting ideas with remarkable potential for business value. And across all the conversations, many common themes emerge. To start, when online interactions become more conversational and human-like, it creates an opportunity for you to better connect with your customers, employees, and partners. Let's take a look at how generative AI can transform the customer experience. Even more exciting is that Gen Apps will be incredibly easy to build, which means more people than ever will be able to create experiences like you just saw. Let me show you how by using our new Gen App Builder. Let's start by adding the company's URL and some business documents like these how-to guides and policies. The data is stored in the company's private, protected environment, and Google will only use it with the company's permission. Using Gen App Builder, you can either power an enterprise search experience, a conversational chat experience, or both. In this case, let's choose Chat and hit Create. The custom multi-turn conversation bot is ready. It's that simple. The bot comes with granular control over generated responses. Here, for example, you can choose what types of responses to allow, or even set specific terms that you do not want to appear. You can also disable generated responses completely at any time, and the bot can still answer complex questions thanks to Google's search technology. For now, let's leave it on. As you saw in the video, the bot doesn't just provide information, it can also actually complete transactions for the user as well. Pre-built flows cover common interactions like check order status, explain bill, or book an appointment, and these can be added to the bot with a single click. If you wanted to build your own transaction flow, you can choose either a simple graph-based interface to define high-level business logic, or you can choose to leverage prompt-based flow creation to specify logic using just natural language instructions. In either option, AI dynamically handles all of the potential paths the user might take, making development dramatically faster and easier. Now I'm ready to test the bot. Awesome, this looks great. Out-of-the-box integrations make it easy for you to launch your bot to your website and popular messaging apps. I can also connect with telephony partners. I'm choosing website. It's easy to get the widget deployment code, and now you're ready to deploy.
Wow, Lisa, that's such a great use case. And just about every enterprise could benefit from having a virtual assistant to deliver better experiences for their customers, partners, employees. It's great to see that developers can leverage GenApp Builder to build GenApps with ease.
Absolutely, totally agree, June. Now, let's talk about another use case. Many organizations have huge knowledge bases and want to leverage generative AI capabilities for fast, effective Q&A with their data. Let's take a look at how we can make complex data more accessible and more useful.
I'm an analyst at Symbol Investments, a fictional company. Today, I need to do detailed research to assess the semiconductor market in order to build an investment strategy. In the past, this might have taken me days, but my team just launched a new research application powered by GenApp Builder, and I'm excited to see how it can help me save time. I know some basic facts about the industry. For example, that there has been a global semiconductor shortage. So I start by asking in plain language which industries have been most impacted. Now, with one single prompt and interface, I can see a variety of responses from both the internal and external data sources that my company has provided. Each entry has an AI-generated summary to help me quickly understand what's important within it. Here, I see a comprehensive analysis written by a well-respected in-house analyst at Symbol, and I want to dig in further. On the left, you see automatically generated section headers, known as facets, which make browsing super simple. My organization subscribes to some top financial journals that will add important color to this topic. So I go to the application settings to make sure these results are also included in my search. Here, I can easily connect to a variety of data sources based on my organization's needs. I'm also going to enable a synthesized summary to help contextualize findings. Now that I've included additional sources, I want to ask a follow-up question on interest rates, since that was the focus of the article I just read. You can see here that the synthesized summary concisely explains the findings. In this case, it helps me understand that despite the supply shortages and rising rates, the demand for semiconductors is expected to remain strong long-term. With just 2 queries, I'm already starting to get a perspective on the industry that I can share with my manager. Using my company's new search application powered by GenApp Builder, I was able to find relevant and up-to-date information with just a few simple clicks and prompts, making my research faster and easier than ever.
Now I can show you how easy it is to create this with GenApp Builder. Let's get started by following the same steps for data ingestion that we just walked through for creating the chatbot. The URL and business files are preloaded here. From there, we select Enterprise Search and hit Create. GenApp Builder creates a search engine in minutes. It's that easy. Now we want to quickly preview the out-of-the-box experience, which we can do right here. We can click on a recommended sample search the application provides for testing. This works well, but we can customize it further, so let's do that. Here you can create rules for tuning the search experience. For example, if you wanted to return more information about US-based companies, you could boost that search parameter. You also have granular control over the widget UI settings, like the ability to enable or disable facets, summarization, autocomplete, and more. Everything looks great. And once again, it's easy to get the widget deployment code, and we're ready to deploy. Your AI practitioners can also tune and develop AI ML models in Vertex to incorporate their organization's own embeddings and knowledge graph data. All this can be easily imported into the enterprise search experience. To summarize, bringing together foundation models, conversational capabilities, and search, we can create really powerful Gen app experiences that are enterprise-ready. We just saw how you can use Gen App Builder to provide helpful, factual, up-to-date information, go beyond text interactions to full multimodality, combine structured flows with conversations, and transact instead of just inform. And you can do all of this in minutes.
Lisa, thank you for the great demo and showcasing how generative AI can be at work for enterprises.
Thanks for having me, June. I really enjoyed it.
Now I have one more use case to show you. For this use case, we will leverage generative AI for content creation in enterprises. Not just any content creation, but content creation with your organization's brand voice, personality, by customizing foundation models. Let's jump right in. All right. I'm going to go ahead and build an application for my marketing team that can generate custom copies and images for Symbol, a fictional company. First, I'll create a custom large language model for Healthy Snacks, one of Symbol's brands. This will serve as a backbone for content generation. In Vertex AI, there's a new feature, Model Garden, where I can select from a variety of models, including foundation models, built by Google, open source models, and even third-party models. For this application, I'm going to go ahead and choose one of Google's foundation model, Palm Bison Text. Next, I'll tune my model to create a custom foundation model for my business. For extensive training, I can select Fine-Tune. This results in changes to the model's weights, and is a great option for data scientists who needs to produce outputs with specialized results, like legal or medical vocabulary. But since I'm creating a simple marketing app for content generation, that's not necessary. I'll just go ahead and prompt tune this model. In the simple tuning interface, I'll upload some of my company's data using documents that were written in the brand voice, like press releases, tweets, and blog posts. My uploaded data is stored in my company's environment, so I know that's protected. I know that Google will only use my data with my permission and for the tasks I specify. After I've customized the model, I can test it and ensure I'm getting the results I want without leaving Vertex AI. This allows me to iterate quickly. I deploy my model to get a custom API endpoint that will make it easy in the marketing app. The marketing application also needs to generate and edit images so that every social post has a picture. And we'll also deploy an image model via an API. Vertex AI's managed endpoints makes it easy to build into my application with just a few lines code, just like any other Google Cloud API. I don't need to worry about the complexities of provisioning storage, compute resources, or optimizing models for inferences. It all just works. With Vertex AI's developer-friendly tools, you've seen how easy it is to customize and deploy foundation models at scale. Now let's take a look at this application in action. We built a campaign for Symbol Healthy Snacks, highlighting the ingredients of its most popular granola bar. Generative AI makes simple text prompts really powerful. For example, using a simple prompt, I can describe the image I would like, add a sentence or two about the desired content, and click Generate. And here we go. With the power of generative AI, I now have custom social media, blog post, email campaign post that I can use across all of my marketing channels. From there, I can refine further. I can edit my images. I can make changes to the content. I can make text edits directly. I'm going to go ahead and select the pairing of images and the text that I like. And done. This shows you how generative AI support on Vertex AI allows you to leverage foundation models with developer-friendly APIs, access to Google's latest generative AI models, and the ability to tune, deploy, and manage models. This is just a taste what Google Cloud generative AI capability can do for you, and we are just at the very beginning of the era of Gen apps. Let's recap the 3 categories of use cases we saw today. First, when we think about how to make online interaction more conversational, more human-like, and helpful, the potential for improving customer experiences, engagement, and loyalty is immense. Second, the ability to intuitively interact with complex data across sources means you can better enable your teams with business and industry insights. Third, content generation gives people the ability to turn their creative ideas into targeted content rapidly. This is all made possible by bringing together foundation models, conversation AI, and enterprise search. Since our launch 2 weeks ago, we have seen such incredible demand from our customers. We're so excited to be working with these leading customers, partners, and more to help them realize this tremendous opportunity with generative AI. When Google Cloud brings new AI advances to our products, our commitment is twofold. Deliver transformative capabilities while ensuring the proper protection are in place for our customers, their users, and society at large. Our AI principle, established in 2017, form a living constitution that guides our approach to building advanced technology, conducting research, and drafting our policies. Our new generative AI offering are no exceptions. Factuality and freshness is met by providing the right sourcing and attribution while serving the most relevant information. And we ensure enterprise needs are met by providing choices and control, including data isolation and privacy. Private data is kept private and is not used for foundation model training without your permission. Organizations always maintain control over where the data is stored and how and if it's used. Our customers also benefit from an open ecosystem. Our partners are ready to support generative AI at every layer of the stack, from the chip makers to the technology providers, to the app builders, to the service providers. Together, we're committed to make our enterprise customers take advantage of generative AI. Today, we're excited to highlight a deeper partnership with NVIDIA to provide our customers with high-performance AI infrastructure for generative AI and other modern workloads like augmented reality, video streaming, robotics, and more. Together with NVIDIA, our goal is to help our customers run generative AI workloads with greater efficiency, reduced cost, and more choice. Now please welcome Ian Buck, who will share more details on how Google Cloud and NVIDIA are helping organizations innovate in this Gen Up era.
Thanks, June. We're excited to be partnering with Google Cloud to help companies accelerate generative AI and other modern AI workloads in a cost-effective, energy-efficient, and sustainable way. Our partnership focuses on the latest AI models and accelerated computing for AI inference, training, data analytics, video processing, and integration with open-source software tools. Google Cloud is the first cloud provider to offer the L4 Tensor Core GPU, which is purpose-built for generative AI inference, visualization, and video applications. We're also excited to be bringing the H100 Tensor Core GPU onto Google Cloud for large-scale training of the most challenging models. Google Cloud's new generative AI capabilities with Vertex AI, combined with the power of NVIDIA L4 and H100 GPUs, will make it easier for customers to build applications that leverage large, complex models. And we're excited to offer NVIDIA AI Enterprise, a software suite with application frameworks and pre-trained models available inside the Google Cloud Marketplace. This offering helps customers build AI applications faster and with enterprise-grade support directly from NVIDIA. We're also thrilled that Google Cloud now offers the GPU-accelerated Apache Spark on Dataproc. This uses the NVIDIA Rapids library to dramatically increase AI, ML, and ETL workloads without any code change. The strategic partnership with NVIDIA and Google Cloud is just the beginning of what the enterprise world is going to activate with AI, and we look forward to the ongoing collaboration to bring generative AI services and accelerated cloud computing to Google Cloud's customers.
Thank you, Ian and NVIDIA, for ongoing support and collaboration. We can't wait to see what Gen Apps you're going to build with Google Cloud. To sign up for early access, please join the Trusted Tester program and visit g.co/cloud/trustedtester. And stay tuned for the Data Cloud Keynote with my colleagues Garrett and Andy. And stick around for more sessions on generative AI for the rest of the day. Thank you so much for joining us today. Bye-bye.